We got a bidet.
On the mound, the legendary Leroy Satchel Paige. Arguably the greatest pitcher this sport has ever seen. We know for certain the oldest rookie in the history of Major League Baseball. Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues with then the Cleveland Indians. Most who knew Satchel believed that he was at least 10 years older than he claimed to be. Satchel was likely born into the early to mid-1890s in Mobile, Alabama. And so that birth record was typically kept in the back page of the family Bible. And according to Satchel, the goat ate that page out the Bible. His original tombstone has a question mark by his birthday. Yeah, the old man literally took it with him to his grave. But when we talk about Satchel Paige, there is really no one to compare him to. Not someone who combines the longevity. By his estimation, he pitched in over 2,600 games. The great stuff. Recorded some 55 no-hitters and only God knows how many strikeouts. And the charisma. He could sell it. Yeah, he could sell it, but he could also back it up. There will never, ever, ever be another Leroy Satchel Paige.
Now the third baseman, Hayes. And a pitch. That misses, and we're underway. Next pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. Singy, I can't imagine batters enjoyed facing Satchel Paige. That high leg kick, so distracting and tough to figure out. In for a strike, now 3-1.
Yeah, that leg kick really messes with the hitter's timing, and if you can get past that and find the release point somehow, you still got to hit some of the best stuff any pitcher's ever had.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low. Next to hit, Glass. In there for strike 1.
A pitcher like Satchel who can change speeds, run it into triple digits, or get you out on that front foot with the changeup, you just hope you run into one and make contact.
Satchel comes to the plate. Got him swinging on the curveball, and there's one down. And now Smith. That one's in there, 0-1. The next offering misses, and it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Satchel kicks and delivers. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Satchel really humming down. Stepping in, Bates. And first offering is fouled off. Hayes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Welcome back. Leading off, Hughes. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Got him. Paige dominant so far.
Satchel famously had names for his pitches. So he didn't have fastball, curveball, changeup. No, not Satchel. Satchel had what he called his midnight creeper. He had the two-humper. He had the bat dodger. He had the hesitation pitch. He had the long tom, the short tom, the jump ball, the trouble ball, the radio ball, the wobbly ball, the dipsy-do. And he also had a pitch that he famously called his B-ball. You know why he called it the B-ball? Because Satchel says, it bees where I want it to be when I want it to be there. And so he had all the stuff you needed to be a star, and he was just that. He was not only the Negro League's biggest and brightest star, but he was one of the biggest stars in baseball history.
Okay, all set to go. And now here is Hayes. Pitch is in for a strike, and away we go this afternoon. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Satchel comes to the plate. Good eye right there. Chris, it must have been so difficult hitting Satchel with so many different out pitches. Paige winds and fires. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
Yeah, a pitcher with 2 or 3 out pitches is an ace these days. Satchel had closer to a dozen. Dig in against someone like that, you're just guessing every pitch, especially with his amazing command.
And now, Glass. He swings and fouls one off. Satchel kicks and delivers. Way out front for strike 2.
Cy Perkins caught Satchel for a lot of seasons, and for a while he wouldn't even give signs. He'd just hold up the mitt and Satchel would hit it.
Next offering is fouled back. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires.
That's a ball.
No score, just getting started. Top of the first. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Got him. Paige with the pinpoint command on that one. Digging in, Smith. First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In the dirt. On to O'Neill. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Bates. And that one pulled foul. And a pitch. That one drifts inside. And that one is lifted in the air. Bradley under this one. Drops into the glove. And there's one down. Hughes batting with one down. Takes a strike. Next one off the plate inside. Ball one. Next offering down in the dirt.
2-1.
There's a strike. And a pitch. Got him. The two-humper gets the K. At the plate, McDonald. In there, and it's 0-1. Next pitch inside, and it's a ball and a strike. Kicks and deals. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Struck him out. The Midnight Creeper claims another victory.
They clocked Satchel Paige unknowingly in a ball game in Griffith Stadium in D.C. Satchel retires aside, and the kid from the military comes over. Mr. Paige, we clock your fastball at 105 miles per hour. Satchel looks at the kid. He says, son, I wish I'd known you were timing me. I could have thrown harder than that. Yeah, you'll hear from the old Negro League players who saw Satchel in his prime that if anyone tells you they saw his fastball in the hitting zone, they're lying. Yeah, you might have seen it leave his hand, but by the time it got there to home plate, it literally was about the size of an aspirin tablet.
Ready to go now. And the batter now, Harvey. The pitch. Fastball in for a strike, and we are underway. Next pitch inside, and that's ball one. Paige winds and fires. Just missed.
Dude, you know who else said Satchel had the hardest fastball he'd ever seen? Cardinals Hall of Famer Dizzy Dean.
In the air, right field. And that'll get down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Save!
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive at the box score tomorrow. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
The B-ball for the strikeout. Can't hit what you can't. Gordon now at the plate. And here it comes. And there's the strike.
Boog, how about that no-hitter Satchel threw against the New York Black Yankees in 1932?
One of the greatest single-game performances ever. Satchel comes to the plate. Another B-ball for the K. And now it's going to be Parker. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. In that game on the mound, he had 11 strikeouts, and at the plate, he had 2 hits. Only 3 other pitchers in Major League history have ever done that, and one of them was Hall of Famer Catfish Hunter. Satchel kicks and delivers. The B-ball absolutely humming. That's a K. Floyd in the box now, takes strike 1. Next one just misses, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Sanders makes the catch, and that'll do it.
What really made Satchel so special was 105 with pinpoint control. He could put it exactly where he wanted to put it, and I'm not talking about just throwing strikes. The catcher set the target. He hit the target. He didn't miss. You see, he didn't warm up in the bullpen like most pitchers do, throwing to the catcher across home plate. You know what Satchel would use? A stick of foil chewing gum wrapper. The catcher would sit the chewing gum wrapper on top of home plate, and wherever the catcher moved the chewing gum wrapper, Satchel right over the top of that chewing gum wrapper. And as Satchel would say, he'd work both corners of that chewing gum wrapper. He was absolutely uncanny.
And the batter now, Harvey. The wind and the pitch. And fouled off. Paige winds and fires. And that one fouled off. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's one down. A lot of pitchers with great command or great velocity, but having both is so rare. Satchel was one of the special few. Marshall in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, 105 with the ability to spot it all over the place, just ridiculous. You know, Ryan Helsley dialed it up to 104 miles per hour in 2022. To think Satchel was doing it 80, 90 years before that is just crazy.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Next to hit, Reese. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. No score, just getting started. Top of the first. In the air, left side. Sanders racing over to make the catch.
One of my favorite Satchel Paige stories involves the old man pitching in the Denver Post tournament. They're playing an all-white semi-pro team. The first kid from the semi-pro white team gets into the batter's box. Satchel throws him a fastball. He dribbles it down the third base line. It stays fair. The kid beats it out, gets an infield hit. Well, about that time, one of the kids from the opposing team steps into the dugout steps and says, "Let's beat him. He ain't nothing but an overrated darky." Well, Satchel Paige had a nickname for everyone. His nickname, famously for the legendary Buck O'Neil, was Nancy. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, Satchel looks over at first base and he says, "Nancy, did you hear that?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, I heard him." He said, "Nancy, bring him in." So Buck turns and motions for the outfield to take a couple of steps in. Satchel looks over at first base. He says, "Nancy, bring him all the way in." Honest to God's truth, there were 7 guys kneeling around the mound. And Satchel strikes out the side on 9 straight pitches. He looks into the opposing team's dugout and says, "Overrated darky hay." But the legendary Buck O'Neil always said if he had one game to win and any choice of any pitcher from any era, it would be the legendary Satchel Paige. He says you might beat him when he was out there messing around, but when he was locked in, forget about it.
Cole will hit next. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late. 0-2 as he waves at that one. 1 down on a 3-pitch strikeout. And now Gordon. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Singy, the audacity Satchel had in this game. Just daring the batters to put one in play. It's the showmanship that made him famous and the sheer skill that made him great. Satchel comes to the plate. In the dirt, but kept close. Man at first, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Parker. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
This wasn't even the only time he did it. Satchel had some barnstorming games where they'd bring in one more fielder every inning until it was just him and the catcher out there.
Got him! Who needs a defense behind you anyway?
Now, Major League Baseball says that Satchel was 42 years old when he finally got his opportunity to pitch in the major leagues in 1948 with the Cleveland Indians. He, along with Larry Doby, would help Cleveland win the last World Series at that time that Cleveland had won. Many thought Satchel should have been named Rookie of the Year. He goes 6-1 with a 2.4 ERA his rookie season at age 42, which means he might have been closer to 52.
And welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Rose. On the ground. In plenty of time to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Leonard in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Fastball in for a strike. Not a ton of zip, but it finds the mark. That's to third. Sends it across to first. The ageless rookie sets down another. And first offering is fouled off. So here comes Satchel into the game in relief. Next offering is in for a strike.
Heck of an assignment to draw on your MLB debut, Boog, and even more so at Satchel's age, whatever it is.
1 ball.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Satchel gets the Welcome back. Here's the center fielder, Michaels. Slapped foul.
Everyone here understands just how quickly things could change.
Well, Satchel's a rookie today, but he's got a long professional history in Cleveland. Foul ball still 0-2. Back in 1931, Satchel pitched 5 games with the Cleveland Cubs, and then, of course, he pitched in Cleveland with other teams, particularly the Pittsburgh Crawfords. Next pitch is inside, and the count 1-2.
Yeah, those Crawfords teams of the early 30s, Boog, right up there with the best ever in baseball.
That's right. Paige, Josh Gibson, Oscar Charleston, Judy Johnson, Cool Papa Bell. Just ridiculous. Whips it across, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Sherman in the box now, takes strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike. In the dirt. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Kennedy. This one high in the air to left center. Snyder under it. Makes the catch. And that's the inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's a speed threat, Harrison. Hit hard, that gets through.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Bates in the box now, takes strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
He goes down looking. So up next, Murray. And that's in there for strike 1. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. Satchel kicks and delivers.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Got him swinging. Now here is Hill. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. And that'll do it.
Now, Satchel in 1965 is believed to be 59 years old if you believe he was born in 1906, which I do not, but for the sake of the story, we'll say that he was indeed born in 1906. He pitches 3 shutout innings against the Boston Red Sox, giving up only 1 hit in those 3 innings. Great trivia question. Who got that long hit off of Satchel? The legendary Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz. Yaz gets a double against the old man. Satchel leaves him at third and shut down everybody else over 3 of the most remarkably pitched innings in baseball history. And they were all turning, going back into the dugout in utter disbelief that they couldn't hit that old man.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Hill. That clips the zone, and that's how this game gets started. The 0-2 pitch from Satchel. Struck him out on a fastball that crawled to the plate. And now, Murray. Satchel making him look foolish. Next pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Satchel kicks and delivers. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now here is Sherman. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. The right-hander back to work. Rhodes in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next pitch downstairs. Down 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Satchel just keeps rolling along. Now it's going to be Leonard. First offering misses the mark. And a big swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
No score here in the second. Next pitch off the plate, and the count's even at 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Stepping in, Palmer. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Chandler settles underneath it. Brings it in, and that'll do it. And welcome back. Top half of the 3rd inning. And here's the first baseman, Santiago. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Paige makes the grab, 1 away. Green, batting with 1 down, takes the strike.
0-1 for count.
Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Next to hit, Moss.
0-1.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. Cut on and miss.
Without question, Satchel Paige was the Negro League's biggest and brightest star. The man would ride into towns, and the entire towns would shut down to watch him pitch. Everyone wanted to see the old man do his thing. Was he a little bit disheartened when he wasn't the first to break baseball's color barrier? Of course he was, because in many ways, he was the Negro Leagues. And I'm not sure there's any more lore or legend surrounding any one athlete. Perhaps it's because we don't really know how old he truly was, and because he dazzled us for decades. By the time he ended his career, he was either 59 or maybe 69 years old, and he was still getting it done. Only the immortal Leroy Satchel Paige.